To the best of my knowledge, I don't think Sri Lanka has to date promptly paid all our international financial obligations, whether to private creditors or to international organizations, bilateral, multilateral or intergovernmental organizations. Times are very challenging because of this COVID and various other factors. Currently, at least last 2 years, things are very challenging and difficult. Nevertheless, we have somehow managed to repay, and I rightly or wrongly believe that Sri Lanka will continue to maintain its debt repayment promptly and timely manner, without coming to a stage where we may have to default like some Latin American countries have done in the past. So I am somehow hopeful that we will survive these difficult times. Not yet. I mean, I know it's a bit off for Sri Lanka to borrow from Bangladesh. Bangladesh is a country which has lower per capita income, significantly lower per capita income. They only have, I think, $1,500 per capita income, whereas Sri Lanka's per capita income is nearly $4,000. So in that kind of comparative perspective, it is very odd for a relatively better off country to go for a currency swap to Bangladesh. These are part and parcel of an emerging, aspiring, developing country. I hope eventually somehow we will survive. I know Greece has undergone tremendous challenges and pressures, but as you know, they have also never collapsed. They have survived. Somehow the European Union and the International Monetary Fund rescued them. Similarly, of course, China can't rescue. China or India or few developing countries may not be able to rescue Sri Lanka for a long time or help Sri Lanka for a long time. But when there is a crunch time, like a case like Greece emerges, I'm sure a lot of Western countries and international financial organizations will come to our rescue. Bill has got controversies in terms of law. There is no doubt about it. I mean, but somehow, rightly or wrongly, that has been somehow resolved in at the Supreme Court, and government has passed a bill. Now, from an economic point of view, we have to see as a country how best we could use that reclaimed land area. You know, we can go and cultivate paddy or banana plantations there. It's a very high cost land reclamation, costing 1.5 billion, and it was entirely a foreign direct investment, which is beneficial. We don't. It was not a loan, so we don't have to repay. So the only thing Sri Lanka should ensure is that we get adequate foreign direct investment into that reclaimed land, so that in the medium and long term, Sri Lankan economy will have tangible and substantial benefit out of that. You know, so that is my from a political economic point of view, I have a concern that although it's a foreign direct investment, fully a foreign direct investment, not a loan, but it is by a state-owned enterprise, Chinese state-owned enterprise. You know, as you know, China has a different political system to us. It's a communist one-party rule. So, and also a state-backed enterprise making that investment is a bit of concern, but nevertheless it has been done. If it was from a private Chinese capitalist or corporate sector, I wouldn't have minded. But it is a state-owned enterprise which made the investment. Therefore, concerns are raised which are quite legitimate. It all depends on how our government and the commission, Colombo Port City Commission, handles the political economic fallout of that in the region, in the South Asia region, as well as internationally. Other than that, I think economically it has got very high potential, and hopefully many foreign investors, direct investors would make favorable decisions to invest in that reclaimed land, so that it will mutually beneficial for the investor as well as for the Sri Lankan economy in the long run.